6 guard boost. Didn't this have 70? Did it get worse as I was upgrading it, or? Oh, my shield doesn't have a holy. That's weird, because the lore on the shield should has holy on it. Excels when facing magic or holy attacks, but it has no holy. In what ways was it better? Oh, against magic. Oh, guarded damage negation. Well, I was looking at attack power. 54, but still worse. Still like way worse. Alright, well, let's see how it goes, I guess. Lynching chamber anteroom? Divine gate front staircase? Oh no, that's a weapon art. Ready, the shield punishes proactive condition, this will spell social condition. Frick me, dude. I have to go all the way back to, can I even remove the weapon art on this? Ash of War. I guess I can't because it's unique. Okay, well, that was a good attempt. Ba ba ba. I don't know how I survived that. was good. I don't know. I mean, it just feels like I'm getting like super lucky. It doesn't feel like I'm playing well. Like I'm doing no damage to him there, because I have no opportunity to punish him. So I'm basically just endlessly rolling forever. Just slowly having my life whittled away. I think he just has like a moveset problem. Where some of his movesets follow up too fast. I'm gonna try to run up and hit him, see if he gets so knocked. Nope. I can't hit him again. Almost. Can I actually dodge this? Like... Actually not the worst.
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Maybe I'll have a drink? I'm out of juice. I swear to God, if it's not that, if there's not a face, I'm gonna lose my mind. Holy shit. Dude, my pulse is going at 600 miles per hour right now. I got greedy there too. I got super greedy. I got giga omega greedy there. Holy shit. Oh, my heart. I kind of want to... I wish I could retry on this difficulty just to show how easy that probably would have been with Tish. Touch memory. Holy fuck, dude. In their childhood, Mikola saw in Radahn a lord, his strength and his kindness, that stood in stark contrast with their afflicted selves. Radahn was afflicted as well? And so Mikola made his heartfelt wish that Radahn would one day be his king consort. Radahn was afflicted as well? That's news to me. Well, they never flicked over. Yeah, but that's like that's way after. That's way after. is like that's during the shattering. This isn't their this is what's during their childhood. The 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 lore thread here, which I talked about before, is that I might even be able to bring up the item because I actually wrote this down when I was doing my replay. It's millennium. Oh god, I already used it. I can find it though. Remembrance of the Rot Goddess. Here. The Remembrance of the Rot Goddess reads, Miquella and Millennia are both the children of a single god. As such, they are both Empyreans, but suffered afflictions from birth. One was cursed with eternal childhood, and the other harbored rot within. So the implication of this item is that if you are the child of a single god, oh, maybe I'm misinterpreting this. I thought this item implied that because they were the children of Millennia and Marika and Radagon, that because it was like an incestuous like weird thing. But maybe what all this is saying is that a single god is just Millennia's or Marika's the god, Radagon is a not god, and then they do. Well, that's weird though, because I don't think that Radagon or Radon is ever mentioned as being an Empyrean. And he would also be the well, he wouldn't even be the children. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. But I don't know what he would be afflicted with though. Giganticism. Oh god, let's turn on the other boss. Boss 2. I probably should have sat down by the words first, huh?
I'm going to be a god. If we honor our part of the vow, promise me you'll be my consort. I'll make the world a gentler place.
Circlet of Light. The circlet of light which adorned Miquella's head as he returned in divine aspect. It has begun to fade into nothingness. Slightly boost intelligence, faith, and arcane, while also boosting the power of Miquella's light. Miquella's light? This circle was to be the very foundation upon which Miquella's age of compassion would be built, should it ever come to pass. There's a rune. Like if we rotate this, it would probably just be a rune. I wonder if you could do like, can you do a Miquella ending now? I mean, I already did my ending, of course, but. What is Miquella's light? Do I have that already, or? Light of Miquella? Oh, okay, we haven't gotten that. Let's... I was thinking these were like giant's feet before, but I guess they're just people. What happened here? Why were they crawling up, or why were they dying in like massive droves? We got Miquella's Great Rune? Yeah? Did you used to figure out what it does now? I don't think so, at least. Where is it even? It's a reusable item. Not a key item, oh. Bury the original sin to embrace the whole of it and revise. God. I mean, what does it do? Should I use it? Is it reusable permanently? Yeah, use it. Okay. If you use it after getting hugged in a fight, it removes the debuff from you. Oh, okay. Spirit Rise, Gate of Divinity. If you grab it again while you have the debuff, you get insta killed. Yeah, I that happened to me. We had that happen once. Oh. Oh no. Bloody Onspark. Curious Blade of Onspark. Incantation of Ansbach, Pure Blood Knight. Produce a blood flame blade from the side of the hand, then launches at enemies to cleave through them. Charged to increase the number of slashes. Markedly different from the finessed foreplay of the Dynast. This is an aggressive last resort of an incantation that gave rise to Ansbach's fearsome reputation. The Obsidian Age relies not upon trickery to fulfill its violent purpose. Only well-honed skill is required to rip and rend through foes, sowing blossoms of red upon the battlefield. Of the Pureblood Knight's Ansbach. Slightly enhances Blood Oath and Dynasty skills, adornment with Gold Embroidery. Ansbach understood that keeping his oath to his old master was not an act of logic, nor would it bear any justice. But it was for these very reasons he was unable to let go. Quiet, wise old bearded man, but an old fear lurks beneath, together with the cold, unflinching discipline that once owned his blade, now employed to enhance Blood Oath and dynastic skill. Was in secret, ever scorned and loathed. The silver here is arranged in the same style as Centrina's increasing arcane. Additionally, countless needles are sewn into the exterior, apparently for talismanistic effect. Just once Tholier was granted the sweet repose of velvety sleep, the remainder of his days would be spent attempting to recapture it. Like Centrina, who blossomed in the deep purple garden, a rich poison is secreted from within, which sends its victim into an eternal sleep. Yeah, we'll go see Centrina again for sure. So now that we're done, did I miss anything? Did I miss like a boss? It's like a huge area we haven't been to. Thank you. Some say that it loops forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Did you go to the church basement? I think you did most of the stuff that I can see. The church basement? What is this? What is this mad pineapple I've been talking about? Like this one? Like down here? The Erdtree base? Do the Fingers quest. Oh yeah, we did that. Yeah. This? People in it. Yeah, we did this. This was I mean, from a lore perspective, this was huge, but... Oh god. I mean, you can see. We can go through the map real quick, and people can point out. But I think I've been pretty thorough with a tiny bit of assistance for a couple of things. Did you find all the paint locations? Maybe? I don't know for sure. I don't actually know for sure. Crazy that Centrina's like the only survivor left standing. Oh, this lady too. Maybe she has something to say. The soup lady. I think I found 3. Yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, I've been exploring, so I think I've probably run into them, but. Holy crap, dude! Defeating that guy, big relief.
Heavens, great, and I know it in my bones. Thy deed is done. A worthy deed, no doubt, to bring our foes what surely was deserved recompense.
Recompense.
Oh, heaven hath borne
She's already
witness
given
to
Miss
our
Two.
plight. Thy gleaming wrath and unparalleled dance. Though a trifle it might seem to thee, I have prepared a dish in celebration. 'Twould please me much if thou might partake. Partake, partake, until thou art sated.
She's like his grandma. Gourmet scorpion stew. The thoughts and feelings of the cook melt and blend into the stew, but those who can distinguish the taste of love are few and far between.
Oh, I offer thou danced with passing wrath. I have never. Skull, oh, great wert thou by this old maid.
Oh, she's saying this off.
Into facing such labors as thou didst. Has our grave resentment fettered thee? With such bounteous fury didst thou dance. I cannot presume
thou
didst
didst
not suffer. Please, I ask thee, allow thyself some rest. None of the tower would dare interfere.
Interfere.
And if I should, I'll see to them myself.
Thou didst stealeth thy children.
But wouldst thou permit me a little rest? Mine eyes are oft apt to glaze over. The years taking their toll.
If this was Dark Souls 2, she would have a camel toe.
Even telling dream from reality is a task increasingly beyond me. Apollo would.
What's up, Trina? Oh no! Trina! Saint Trina's bosom. Saint Trina's life withered and fell as fleeting as the seasons. At her last, she left a single water lily. Slightly boosts maximum FP. Despite the velvety purple hue, the flower is in no way poisonous, it merely blooms in quietude. I can use this. Wait, I can't even use it? How does it boost? Oh wait, oh, it's a hat? Oh. Oh my god. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is the best thing ever. I found an ZXT case and a motherboard that would fit. They look cool but kind of expensive. I mean, for cases in particular, cases are like, you can keep reusing a case for probably the rest of your life. So if you find a nice case that seems like it has good reviews in it, seems like it can work, like, if it's like a sizable, decent looking case, you can probably just, you can feel pretty comfortable buying that, because that's like a lifetime investment. I've had like 3 PC cases through my life. And like motherboard, I mean, That's whatever, I guess. It's a ATX mid tower for like 160. That's not too bad. 160 isn't too bad. What about where it's like 280? I mean, kind of a little bit on the expensive side, but it's. If you like it and it sounds good, I mean. But they're right. Like unless you're buying something for like 60,000 euros, I wouldn't feel too bad about anything purchased for my computer, honestly. Chances are that if you buy a new motherboard, you'll use that for like 3, 4, 5 years. Now we're talking about 280 split by 3 years or 4 years or whatever. Maybe you can even sell it at that point to get a little bit of the money back. We've never seen one of these anywhere else, right? I don't think I've ever seen one of these. We've seen smaller versions of that. Is the dude still here in my playthrough? Did I never send this guy further? What the hell? Oh my god, he's alive!
Alright, mate.
Hey, you have to buy prom from this guy to get him to move. What did this lady say again? Obviously, so it won't fit with new CPUs. If I want to upgrade that in the future, almost like I need. Yeah. But I mean, your CPU should last for like most games nowadays don't rely on CPU that much at all. I mean, your CPU should probably last for a pretty long while. My old i7 4th gen lasted for a really long time, yeah, but especially now. Like, most games now are giga GPU hogs. What was that vision we saw? Was that just to, like, reaffirm that Mikula was a good dude?
Your Mikula's favor. Slaughter, but all you.
Snatches from the big pot. Snatches from the big pot. It's too bad I killed the Jaren guy. Probably couldn't talk to him about anything DLC approach. Oh, we can look at items. I completely forgot that. Let's look at the items, and then we'll finish this up, I guess. Damn. Lord of Light. Greatsword of a black steel wielded by Radon in his youth. A pair of weapons decorated with the lion mane motif. General Radon. These were in his possession immediately before his triumph over the stars. The swords of a lord who does not rely on physical strength and gravity alone. This is so. I guess I don't know. Did him winning over the stars, was that what cost him? I mean, he did train under the Alabaster Lords. That could have messed with him. The strength of Mikla upon his deific return, wielded as an incantation, annihilates foes with the Pillar of Light. Mikla sought to accept all that was and would be, but found one that refused to be embraced. No wonder, as one god and one king consort is all the world needs. Oh, it's just pure faith. Sure, let's grab that, let's see what it does. I made an when I put on the Radagon music today, I made an observation. That was kind of interesting. Where's my spell? Light of Mikula. Where's the place where I can just fight something? Oh, boss armors. Yeah, thank you, Sergeant. Good call. Can you use Mikula's thing for anything? This is like fading. It's a trinket, right? I mean, it should be right here. This thing, can I use this for anything? Mikula's Age of Compassion would be built should it ever come to pass. It's a helm? Oh, it's a helmet. Is it? I thought it was oh. Oh, cool. No, like, I was wondering if you could use it for anything else, if it had like some special interaction. Decent stat boost. He gives me 1 faith. Oh. Oh. Wait, do I have any bigger enemies somewhere? What, is there like a big badass enemy here somewhere? I don't even know where do I go for that? Where do I go for some dude I don't want to mess with? I think I've killed all of them. Oh, a Melania. Roll before Godric. Like in Stormwell Castle? Like this guy? I don't think that's a big boy enemy. I think that guy dies very easily. Oh yeah, I mean I can. Hey. Oh, okay, it works. This is such a cool spell too, look at it. You literally start hovering like you're Magneto or something. Look at the range on that too. Dude, I could murder. Okay, let's go murder someone with this from afar. Let me just teleport. I see you there. Look at the range on that thing too. Face the light of Mikula. Dude, I want to do a playthrough with just his ability. This is sick. I never got this thing. I remember that now. Oh. Okay, so it goes off line of sight. Doesn't matter because I destroyed the line. It's like Helldiver's airstrike. Yeah, look at this. Ba, 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 ba. I know there's a lot of enemies here. I like this place for AoE attacks. There is a go full holy, yeah. Oh, wrong button. I think there's more down here too. Nah, Mikla is pretty cool, huh? I guess it's maybe these aren't as grouped up. Oh no, they are. Look at them. Sure, I'm gonna need an airstrike at these coordinates. Oh, they're back putting a button. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I guess I targeted the thing closest to me. Dude, this is the greatest thing ever. Holy crap. Alright, we have to log out at the next DLC location. I have faith in the Ice of the Tower again. What is that tree? What is that? Have we seen that before? What's there a tree down here? You want to check out my last boss kill with power? Yeah, sure. Sure thing, boss. Are those just branches of the Erdtree? Weird. Wake up, it's only a dream. Clipped the video a bit wrong, so I sent a link with a timestamp. It says video unavailable, this video is private, you have to set it to unlisted. The Millennium Savataria? I think so. Millennia, the Blade of Mikula. Okay. I think we'll talk a little bit about lore, though I'm gonna need some time to. I think I need to play through the game to really see what I was thinking about, but we'll talk a little about lore. We'll talk a little bit about the expansion, and then we'll be done for tonight. Then I'll figure out what to do for next time. Ooh. Ooh, just a little bit. Ooh, a little bit more. Let me find a thing here real quick. Alright, let's look at Phil Spagman's kill. Okay, damage, not as impressive as my damage, I would say. 400 per hit. That's good. I was doing 5,200 per hit. I think I'm about the same amount of health. I think you might have slightly more than me, maybe. Damn, look at him go! Oh my god, look at them go! Oh, okay, it's a parry weapon. Gotcha. Does more damage when you... You're doing more damage when you parry, or when you do finishers or whatever. This looks so easy. I mean, I'm sure it took a lot of practice, though. Oh, that was a godlike phase change, too. Got him down there. Oh, let me move the... How many attempts did you do with the shield? Was this like a lot of attempts with the shield too? Are you blocking hits even if you don't do a perfect parry? Are you gonna surround this because you're running away? Is that how you do this? Oh, it is. Damn, he's good. This made just so much. I just didn't know what to do about it. Ooh. This is when it starts sweating. His knees are sweaty. Arms are spaghetti. That's a bubble physic. That's fair. Oh, the bleed tick, dude. He didn't get greedy. Nice. Cool. I only live by one rule, and that rule is no rules. Quiet, I say. Oh, I was gonna check out the armor. I forgot about that. Let's go check out the armor. That rule is no parrying, no summons, no spirit dashes. I think parrying is pretty fair. I think parrying there is pretty fair. I suppose I could retry the boss with spirit dashes just to see how easy it would be, but... Oh, nice. Endaline sound. Oh, we should do a boss, DLC boss tier list too, if there's one. Where do I want to be? I want to be here, actually. Ooh. When Millennia, Blade of Mikla let her Rothflower blossom in Aeonia, Radahn heard her murmur in his ear. Mikla awaits thee, O promised consort. What the hell? Golden armor worn by Radahn in his younger years, proudly adorned with heroic red accents. It is fitting attire for a lion. I got that weapon, right? What's the boss? Midra. Oh, stupid ass. Midra's very cool. Yeah, cool boss for sure. Okay, cool. Thank you, Sergeant. Uh... That's a difficulty, not enjoyment tier list. I mean, I will do both. I'll do both. I can just edit this. S A B C D E F. All right. Actually, I know. I want to be in the Shaman Village so I can listen to the music there. I was gonna say I haven't really had a huge amount of time to process all the things that were revealed in the DLC so far. So I guess we can. I guess we can weave lore into our general thoughts about the game. Midar, Mesmir, and Metir, the 3 big M's. Which one is Metir again? Is that the... I'm gonna turn the music up. Oh, Moment on Fingers, okay. I think from a oh, we should I guess we can go over here for this. I'll do the thoughts, shadow of the Erdtree. Five vibe, GG from Soft. I think so just generally about the expansion, I think this expansion is really, really good in a lot of ways. I think one really good thing they did is that they managed to capture this feeling of a really, really big world, despite making it almost just like a regular area of the base game, which I think is really well done. They managed to pack a lot of content into this to the point where, like, if they released another game and it was just this size, I'd be like, cool, yeah, that's fine. Like, it doesn't have to be Elden Ring sized. I mean, I would prefer that, but like, this is a good size, and you know, you can maybe argue that they've learned a little bit from like repeating bosses and stuff like that with this. Where here there was very little repetition, some enemy repetition, of course, but from my perspective, I would say that's cool anyway, because because it's done for world building for the most part, right? The enemies are where they would be in the world. They're not there for gameplay. They're there for world building. So for me, it's whatever. But you know, I assume people that had that issue with the main game of like, oh, it's just this boss again. Oh, it's just this enemy again. Had less of that issue with this, which is cool. Yeah, really, really well done in terms of making it feel like a huge place, despite it being like relatively small. I would say this kind of captured that really well. I think we'll talk about the bosses when I do the tier list, but I think the bosses were good too. I think some of them were a little bit frustrating, had some frustrating designs to them. But that's, you know, that has a lot to do with like build variety and what build you're doing and what stuff you jive with. some of the bosses I hate, some other people are gonna be like, well, that boss was easy. I had no problem with that boss. That's just kind of how it is. I think that one big thing that I was hoping going into this was just to get some answers, to be able to use all this knowledge that I spent so long gathering in the base game. You know, I've done at least three full playthroughs, and 2 of them like lore playthroughs, whatever, where I've picked up items, read the descriptions, noted things down, thought about them, tried to like insert them into the world. To be able to go into this and then kind of predicting things based on what I know is really cool. That does show that there is some sort of consistency here, right? It's not just all random gibberish that they force together. There is actually some like some sense, some reason in the background to where you can say, oh, like I could predict the carrion stuff. I'm like, oh, that's a carrion troll right there. This must be in carrion area, and there you go. It's a carrion area. There's a carrion boss there. A lot of stuff like that where you can like piece things together, just based on your knowledge of things, which is really, really cool. And I would say, while I obviously would love more explanations, I'd love them to tell me more. We experienced stuff in this that I thought we would never do. I thought this would just be mainly about Mikola. We would just get a lot of Mikola lore. The unexpected things was, I've said this before we went in, I thought we would obviously have some Saint Trina stuff, because I knew Saint Trina and Mikola were connected. Did not expect to meet Saint Trina, that's cool. Didn't expect to get this Saint Trina and Mikola are the same person type of weird stuff that, I mean, I don't even know where to put that in my knowledge bank, but that's just a piece of lore. Zero expectation that we would ever travel to where Marika came from. That also raises a bunch of questions, but it's very, very cool. Didn't expect to sip on Saint Trina's juice, yeah. Let me do a sip in honor. My biggest disappointment with the base game, and not I disliked the game for it, but while we were playing it the first time on stream, I was looking forward to getting to the end and getting to like have discourse with Marika, or like hear Marika say something, just have some thought of Marika, just anything Marika related. I really, really wanted that to happen, and that obviously doesn't happen. So getting into this and you know, we don't get to talk to Marika, but we do get more Marika lore, which is really cool. Getting to see this place that we're at, where presumably Marika lived before she took up the mantle of God, is really, really cool. Being able to kind of build those items into some tidbits of lore is really, really cool. And third, and maybe biggest on the list, I did not expect to find the mother of fingers. The fingers are this giant mystery that, I mean, still pretty incomprehensible, but at least now there's like some tidbits there where I can be like, okay, I know, I've now seen where the fingers come from, and I've seen this demi-plane, whatever that is, where it almost seems like the fingers are like wormholes or something crazy like that. Or maybe those weren't even fingers, maybe there was like wormholes that she like shoots fingers through, like who knows. They fixed everything I disliked in the base game. Cool loot instead of arterial leaves and runes. Very well connected intricate world instead of random cave and camp. 56 with not much in between. Better enemies and stay. Also answers the big pivot in boss design compared to late game album ring. Also no gargoyles, so 5 stars right. Well, there were gargoyles, but they were bird gargoyles. We also travel to and climb up the skidoo tree like we did the Halley tree. Oh yeah, I thought so too when I saw it. I thought that would be like the end. I thought we would go to the skidoo tree, but like I said, I love the base game for all the stuff that you said there. I love that for the world building. But I agree that like they do the same here, just in a more compact way, which is cool. There are lore implications here that are very hard to fathom, that are going to take time to digest and to think about. We have the skidoo tree, which are 2 trees, you know, hugging each other. And when we traveled up towards where Mikola is, there were a bunch of these statues of 2 figures hugging each other, which presumably might have been the Lord and the God in in some ancient time when this Erdtree was still active and doing its thing. I don't mind bigger world, but I vastly prefer this more intimate size. Yeah, I prefer regular, but I would not be disappointed with this. I prefer Elden Ring, but like, if this is what I get, this yeah, no complaints from me, honestly. From a lore perspective, where my mind is at right now, and there's one thing that makes things difficult is the like misinformation on the items, right? Like I feel very certain that this is what was the center of the lands between at some point. Like I feel like that just adds up to me. Just looking and comparing them, just looking at like the layouts of these, I feel pretty certain that this was probably the center of the lands between at some point. But I don't necessarily like that. That's just copium, I guess. I don't know. It's weird because Marika is said to be from a different world, but we don't know where that information is from. Like, where's the information that she's from a different world from, right? We don't have anything to establish that. We don't know who said that, where that's from. So, and this is where America's from, right? So, like, what are you supposed to do with that? I do think this builds on, regardless of what this, well, yeah, it is also that this is the Shadow Tree and we have the Erdtree. And I think some items talk about if there's a Shadow Tree, then there has to be like the Erdtree has to have a shadow as well. I think some items say as well. And it's the fact too that like, Shadow Tree is here, Erdtree is here. Like, these would be in basically the same place, assuming this was in the center at some point. I think the landscape also kind of adds up. Like, this is the tallest part, which is also up here. This is the lowest part, which would be down here. So yeah, I don't know. That's stuff is hard to comprehend. It's really hard to like try to wrap your head around it because we're missing like 2 sentences. For instance, when we fight the Elder Beast, we see all the like scattering of Erdtrees. So it does just mean there's just a bunch of Erdtrees. Every Erdtree is a world. They're all like interconnected in some way, but then they're not connected. So America came from a different world. My presumption, anyway, regardless of what I think, my presumption is this world started failing as all the Erdtree worlds seem to do eventually. The Erdtree has a promise of power, of eternity, of order. And then eventually over time, it stops. It just stops working. This tree was probably corrupted in a different way. Like, we burnt our Erdtree, right? But this Erdtree could have been something else happened to it. And I have a working theory there that's really, really crazy conspiracy that I'll show, but my presumption is maybe America was from World 31. What is World 31? My presumption is this world started falling apart. Marika, as you kind of learned, she decided to leave this world and to try to like bring order to another world. Maybe her grandmother was the ruler of this world. I mean, that's entirely possible. What you know. Yeah, I watched Fallout. I just don't remember. Was World 31 her vault, or was it the vault she went to, or? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, okay. It's where Lower is from. Okay. My working assumption right now is this world started falling apart. America, maybe through some connection with the fingers or whatever, went to a different world to become like the ruler there or whatever. I don't really know how else to interpret that. But I don't know what these weird finger ruins are either, because we haven't seen those anywhere else, right? That's the only place we've seen finger ruins. Oh, but the mother of fingers, didn't that explicitly also say that she's like, that's how she came to the lands between, and she's here, so I guess confirmation. Yeah. The mother of all 2 fingers and finger creepers was in turn a magnificently gleaming daughter of the Greater Will. and the first shooting star to fall upon the lands between. I don't think it's too too crazy to think that there was this place in the set of Lands Betweens before that was the primordial crucible. It was where all life was once gathered. That's where all life returned. That's where everything came before, and then you know, and maybe just a regular planet. You know, nothing special happening. Finger reader crashes down. You know, cataclysmic event. The ruins rise up. They start communicating with the two fingers. Who eventually, maybe this is like a beacon for the elder beast or whatever. They're like, oh yeah, this planet is habitable. It could also be that that's how they see life, right? It could be that they land and then they start seeing the life. And then whether this place was cut away from the Lands Between by Marika, which is what I assume, because that could be why the fingers don't speak anymore, right? They can't communicate. That would make sense to me. Like Marika, like annihilating this place. Maybe that's why she sent Mesmer here. Maybe that was Mesmer's job to you know, make this place be gone. The implication is that those ruins were where the fingers first landed on this planet. Might have been a million years ago. For sure. What are those dudes called? There is those little guys. I forget their names. But those little guys have lore on them that does imply that there are like lost places. That like places are cleared away from history. That are just. I forgot what their names are. I don't know if I have one of their weapons. And Shaman Village, be right, to the finger rune was probably the least confusing bit of the world building from where it's written, yeah. Well, I mean, there's 3 runes though, but yeah. Oh man, what are those little dudes called? Elden Ring little dudes. Yeah, what are these dudes called? Militiamen? Yeah, militiamen, yeah, this sort of goes. The Vulgar Militia, yeah. I think the Vulgar Militia stuff, like, very explicitly says that these dudes are, like... Yeah, Forbidden Lands. Fleshy Sings battlegrounds infusing with the essential of the dead, Forbidden Lands that will be excised from the memory of history. This is what I think happened with this place. The Antifa of Elden Ring. I think this place was legitimately part of the Lands Between. I think it was excised from the memory of history, which I don't think is a stretch to think that someone like Marika could do. She already has the power to remove death from the cycle of life, right? Yeah, that she can like remove parts of the world. It seems pretty reasonable to me. But like I wouldn't die on this hill. I think there's a lot of interpretations there that could make sense. I think there's a lot of them that could make sense. I would say especially with the finger reader or with the finger creatures, remembrance specifically mentioning that it fell in the Lands Between and it's here. I would say I feel pretty confident that this was part of the Lands Between, but you know, not necessarily like a deal breaker for all the lore. But yeah, that's just a little interesting tidbit, I guess. Yeah, yeah, cinematic trailer, we can watch that. My thought is, I think the people, I think the people in the tower wanted to be independent, but they were also the people that Mesmer was fighting, right? It could also be, oh dude, that would be crazy. It could also be that this is how America came to power, which would be insane, right? Like there could have been another lord, another god that was ruling over the lands, and then that's how America came to power, was by, you know, her son Mesmer. She sent him to like start burning the tower and causing havoc, and then she took power that way. That would also be a crazy interpretation. I would go for that, or I would go for the people in the tower messing with the thing somehow. And the one thing I noticed, which was kind of interesting, is there has to be a bigger picture of the Elden Beast in this, right? Yeah, one interesting thing that I noticed, which, you know, little bit of a stretch, okay? I was watching when I was listening to the Radagon song for the start of the stream. I was watching the video for the fight, and then the Elden Beast came up. Let him cook. I noticed this pattern inside the Elden Beast, which first of all looks like tree roots, which is interesting in itself. But I also kind of thought to that the way that Midra is. What was it, Midra? Midir? Was his name? It's Midra, right? Midra, yeah. I thought the way Midra, I thought this thing kind of like looked a bit similar. I don't know. I don't know what the implication of that would be, but it feels kind of similar in design. That might be relevant to something. Though this was also keeping out the influence of an elder god, though. So, Oh, we didn't finish this video. Oh, we gotta do that next time, I guess. Shadow of the Erdtree. Really? Live an open world scoundrel experience. Official launch trailer. Peggy 18.
My loyal blade and champion of the festival. Both your deeds will ever be praised in song.
Enough the spoiler. I mean trailers, yeah, I didn't.
Is there no hope for redemption? The answer, sadly, is clear.
Story trailer? This is the launch trailer. Oh, is there a story trailer? Oh, story trailer.
Peggy 16.
Oh, yeah. The fallen leaves tell a story.
Mikula the Kind spoke of the beginning. The seduction and the betrayal. An affair from which gold arose.
Can we get it?
And so too was Shadow born.
Is that the original sin?
What
Marika?
followed was a war unseen.
That would be cool. The original sin being Marika destroying the
One
other
that
tree.
could never be put to song. A purge without grace or honor. The tyranny of Mesmer's flame.
even in the game. Yeah, it should be. I don't know why it wouldn't be.
And so kindly Mikula would abandon everything. His golden flesh, his blinding strength, even his fate. But we are not deterred. We choose to follow. Will you walk with us?
What is So first of all, it tells us a while ago because the ground here is bloody. Like all these people have been sacrificed.
An affair from which gold arose.
Like what is Mikla holding here? The strands of hair? Like are these Marika's hairs or? Put her hand in the cruci-blusy. Like did Mikula do this? It's the timing here is what messed me up, I guess. I for some reason thought this happened recently, but this could have happened a while ago, right? What do you think? This is Marika? I think this is Mikula. Is this supposed to be the same person?
The seduction and the betrayal. Air from which gold arose.
They pulled the golden strings out of that thing. What are the golden strings?
Spoke of the beginning. The seduction.
Because my brain was thinking like, Mikla did this a while ago, and that's why Marika sent Mesmer to burn everything. That's where my mind was going.
And the betrayal.
Bring it to the gate, all the bodies are all... Yeah, but that could have happened, like, this could have happened, like, 3,000 years ago, though. We don't know when Mikla went into the place, right? Mikla disappeared during the Shattering. America wouldn't have been able to do anything during the Shattering. Oh, man.
An affair from which gold arose.
The gold is the Golden Order here, or from the gold from the Rising. It is America sent into godhood. It could be, yeah.
And so too was Shadow born.
But it says that Mikla went through this place also to ascend to godhood, right? What is this, a portal to like where the Greater Will is, or whatever they're called?
What followed was a war unseen.
But like, man, I feel like well first of all, let me look at something real quick. Oh, I hate this Firefox so much. Because the tree is sealed and the rune shattered, so he can't do it the normal way. Wait, does that say first person? The hell? Well, I was gonna say the only thing that confuses me here is that the implication that this event led to this event. And also I would say this face looks pretty masculine to me, but this event led to Mesmer burning everything. But what, like, if this was Marika ascending, why would she then send Mesmer to burn everything? Is that to hide the evidence of what she had done? Elden Ring original sin. What was the original sin? Kept company with the original sin. From what I saw in the story trailer, I thought it was referring to a sin that Marika committed before during her ascension. Sure. Oh god. Oh god, stop. Stop, please. The divine gate was a sin, or if the gate's creation was. Thinker is that the divine makes connection to the abyssal serpent, presumably related to the divine serpent in some way. Serpent and how they relate to the mythology and Erdtree wasn't explained at all. The Nox, who are described as transgressing, sinning against the greater will, have fused petrified corpses strewn through the ruins, similar to those found in Near Ilm and composing the divine gate. Ooh. The brief shot we get to the divine gate in the trailer, presumably immediately before Marco's hypothesis, and shortly after the creation is visually similar to the raw red and writhing flesh that makes the inside of the god devouring serpent. Yeah. Could now I'm wondering if now I'm wondering if all of Marika's cursed children are a result of her meddling with elder god powers for power herself. For instance, with the giant's flame, it's very clearly implied that there has to be someone to watch the flame. You can't eradicate it. It's impossible. Marika needed one giant to remain to watch the flame. So if you're going by what this person says, which I mean, you know, makes a little bit amount of sense. If the god devouring serpent was necessary for Marika to ascend here, she could have planted that seed within Mesmer instead, right? Instead of she gets infected with that issue, with that will, she does it to her child, and then she does the same with Millennia, with the Rot God, and she might have done the same with well, I guess whatever his face does it himself. You can't kill the outer gods, so they have to be sealed. Yeah, or their influence has to exist, right? You can't erase their influence. You can't kill the last fire giant because someone has to watch over the fire. In this case, the last fire giant. But yeah, with the presumption being that if it's not that dude, it's the person that kills that dude, probably, right? So that could be a good implication for why all of Marika's children are cursed, because she's like reaching out, gathering more power, or interacting with more gods, and then someone has to take that influence. Someone has to be the seed of that influence. When that divine gate is opened and it reveals the god devouring serpent, someone has to be the carrier of the god devouring serpent. You have to be sealed. What the hell? Did Marika break the last fire giant's leg? Yeah, probably, to stop it from leaving. Cardinal sin. I get what you've got it, but did not shatter Mantle for doing so. Is a woman who became a god, punishes for self-destruction to enact vengeance against Hornsent and or twice give her fate. Oh, he wrote something about Hornsent. The Hornsent tried to turn all her people into pots, and she wrought her vengeance on them. Yeah, that I can believe. We know that the shamans are meant for the pots. We know that the shamans are meant for the pots. That's very clear. There's some like very direct I don't know if you call it racism or whatever, classism, but the shamans are pot people. They're supposed to be turned into the pots then, but like we don't know why though. Oh, sorry, that's just I had it muted. I was gonna look at a picture of Mikola. Did you beat Big Boy? Oh yeah. Big time. Big time beat Big Boy. I am Mikola. Where's that other thing? That's what I wanted to look at. There has to be a bigger version of this, right? Promise concert Radon, yeah, I did it. Mikola cutscene. I am Mikola, Blade of Mikola, and I have never known Mikola. Certified video gamer. I've been on the video game once or twice. Okay, let's take a quick gander here. Okay, I just wanted to see if Mikola had any of those like armbands that we see in
I'm going to be a god.
It doesn't. There's a ring though.
Promise me you'll be.
Left arm, but it's on both arms in this.
And a which
And there's an armband. Marika. Golden ring. Her ring, is it on? There's something about Marika's people that makes them good for the flesh mending process in pots. Other than Newman, right? Or whatever. Oh yeah, okay. Definitely, okay, you're right. It's definitely Marika. Okay, cool. That's really cool to know. That's cool. That's super, super cool. I wonder what the slash through Marika is supposed to be here. I wish I could. Could I just speak with me so I can like ask him what's happening here? If I can't like a make a wish, that would be it. Not even kidding. That would be my make a wish. 100%. Just give me like an hour to Miyazaki, please. I think the theory makes sense that what happened is Marika committed like genocide to get her powers. Because that's what it looks like here, right? Though I don't know what this creation is supposed to be. Or how she knew about this or anything. But I mean, that's an hour with him, but you don't even know Japanese. I'd figure it out, okay? I know enough Japanese. Is I gonna look up something else? Why do I have this open? just walking around in the first person. Oh yeah, but this is Mikola, right? This is Mikola from the poster or whatever. But this is Mikola riding on Torrent, right? Right here, that's why Godric got into grafting. He realized that the golden image made his body malleable, like that trace of being related to the shamans. Yeah, and that's another thing that is interesting. One thing that I had a theory about, which I feel like this kind of helped me confirm a little bit. First of all, I noted how Marika's body seems to be like, this would not be like human anymore, right? It seems to be made up of like made of stone or something weird like that, right? But I had a theory while replaying the regular game. I had a theory about. I was thinking about who are the headless demigods, and why do we get remembrances from them? And in my brain, I was going, first of all, in the Golden Order, you can't die. Dying isn't possible, but you have like destined death, and you're supposed to die in a specific way. But the remembrance holds the power of the person, it holds their essence, right? It's who they are. So my theory was that the headless demigods could have just been, they could have been like Radon in a previous age or whatever, and that's why you can get like Radon's remembrance from it, and presumably you could use Radon's remembrance to make Radon again, right? Like I don't know if like a statue like what Marika would make sense for that, but like presumably if I have a body, I can insert Radon's remembrance into it, and then you would have a new Radon. Well, that's exactly what happens in this DLC, right? Mikola has Mog's body, which has nothing to do with Radon, and then he shoves Radon's remembrance into it, and then we get a Radon. And it's not a Radon that looks like Mog. It's not a, and also that also makes sense when we look at what happens to Godric, for instance. What happens to Godric when he dies? He's no longer a giant grafted dude. He's just a little like withered corpse on the ground. Because his remembrance is gone from the body now. There's nothing in there anymore. Which I think implies that, at least for very powerful people, you can just insert their remembrance into something, and then you recreate them. And this would also make sense with people like Rani, right? Like, all they did with Rani was just shove her remembrance into a doll's body. And they've done that with other people too. It happened with... and you can have multiple people. That's what happens with what's-her-face? Selen? Selen has multiple forms active at once. There's not just one Selen, there's like multiple of her. Because presumably nothing's stopping you from like having multiple of you. There's probably some like drawback to that, which is why you wouldn't see it, but... No people related to the gods are grafted except for those hawks in Stormwell. If grafting is super corrupting but powerful thing, why aren't any of Godric's soldiers using it? Well, you have grafted soldiers though, right? The first boss is the grafted. I don't remember the name though. Yeah, grafted Scions, yeah. Well, the grafted Scions are nobles. They're like noble people that have returned to the Lands Between. So like that's why Roderica returned to become grafted. For whatever reason, I don't know why she wants that, but yeah, that's one thing I feel like this extra confirmed, which is the concept that whoever you are, what you are, is like that's in a little bubble, and you can just shove that bubble into anything, and now that becomes a real thing, basically. Because that's what happens here, right? That's literally what Mikola does with Radon. This theory wouldn't work if Radon wakes up and he's just Mog. He's in Mog's body, but he isn't. He's in his own body. He's Radon again, which is crazy. Oh, see, the Scions are actually children. They just have gross amount of grafting. Okay. I mean, I thought they were just like a lot of people put together. Let's do. Also, I don't know if this implies that. Torrent's former master was Mikola. I don't know what that implication would be, but Yeah. Let's do a tier list and then we'll cover today, I think. Okay, Ancient Dragon Man. I feel like all these humanoid ones I just bowled through. I didn't care much about this guy. I'll put this guy like I'll just be honest and just put him at an F. Like it wasn't a particularly interesting fight, and from a lore perspective, I don't know what I'm supposed to glean from this guy. Ancient Dragon, Sanisax, also an F. that fight was miserable. I really hated this fight. This fight was just ass. This was just an ass fight for ass people. I didn't like the way this boss worked. Bale gets an S. I mean, like I'll give it an A. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty cool. I'll give it an A. I didn't fight Bale without summoning, which I kind of regret, but I did really like that guy. Whatever his name is. What's this guy's? Egon? Yeah, Egon. I thought Egon was really cool. And that's a cool fight with Egon fucking yelling at Bale, so that was a cool fight, I think. I don't think any of these Black Knights are particularly interesting. Probably, I mean, I'll put him at E, I guess. I think I murdered these people really easily, first of all. This guy, I would probably put him... maybe F is a little bit too harsh for... Maybe I'll do this. Maybe like that. Chief Bloodfiend. Oh, this guy. I tried to like make the scale in my head. We'll tier them like that. Commander Gaius. Oh, that's the Mount guy. Oh, I'll give him a C. I mean, at least it was different. Countermere, I'll put it at a D as well. Kind of cool from a lore perspective, but overall, relatively lackluster boss fight. All he did was teleport away and get killed. Curse Blade Labyrinth. Oh, it's this guy. These guys are kind of cool. I'll put the dancer here. Death Knight version 1. Death Knight version 2. Honestly, I'll put these down here too, honestly. I didn't care much for the Black Knights. They feel very simple. Where did I fight the Death Knights? I don't even remember. I guess we will put them in here. I don't even remember I don't even remember fighting those guys. I don't even know who you are. Death Right. Wait, did I fight? I did. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, I remember I fought this. Death Right Bird is whatever. I don't like the Death Right Birds too much. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, these guys are kind of cool. No, yeah, these guys are kind of cool. Yeah, now I remember what they do. Yeah, these are kind of cool. I'll put them up with a D. They have some cool abilities. These are actually kind of fun. I'd put this on top of D, like almost C class probably. Then my human queen Mariga. These fights are not that entertaining, I don't think. Then my human swordsmaster. This guy was cool. I'll give either a B or an A. This guy was pretty cool. I just feel like my B tier is gonna be completely empty if I don't put anything there. How much did I like Yoda? I'll put him at like a high B. I mean, it's like a dungeon boss, so. Divine Beasts. Divine Beast is an S. That's a very cool boss. Falling Star buffed. Put that here. I'll put Furnace Golem at the very bottom. Literally the most boring enemies they've ever designed. Ghost Flame Dragons were okay. I mean, nothing to write home about as far as dragons go, but good thing on the Divine Beast is served, yeah. But I don't want to lose ones. Well, I mean, I guess I'll put it on like an E. Like, I don't hate it. It's a cool fight to just. I've already fought it. You know what I mean? You fight that thing like 3 times through the base game. But I guess I don't hate the enemy. I hated the death birds. I think they're boring. But you're right. I actually don't mind it. I'll put it at top of E. In the base game, I'll probably put it like a high D or something. It's just I fought so many of them. But it's a cool enemy. You're completely right. I'll just put the dragons over here. They're fine. Golden Hippo. That's a cool fight. They're like Radon's little pet gravity doggos. I'll put the Golden Hippo above the Demi-Human Swordsman at B, I think. Jagged Peak Drake. I'm just putting them there. I've fought so many drakes. This one was... whatever. Lamenter. Lamenter was cool. Not the hardest fight, but this was a cool guy. I like the Lamenter. Too many drakes. Too many drakes. Mesmer gets an S easily. I like Mesmer more than I like the Divine Beast. Meteor. I think the fight. I think I'll put Meteor at like a high. From a lore perspective, insanely cool. Just the fight itself, a little bit like fighting Rom. It was a little bit Rommy. Yeah, I think Mesmer was like, I think Mesmer's probably the most fun fight I've had, because that felt consistently fair and challenging at the same time. Like its second phase had some bullshit moves, but overall like a really fair and challenging fight. Meteor was extremely cool from a lore perspective, but just a little bit too like large and unwieldy. It's like Rom but funnish. Yeah, definitely fun. Yeah. Midra I would put above the Divine Beast as well, just because I thought all the story around Midra was really cool. And while I did annihilate him, the fight also seemed pretty cool. But all those 3 are really good, I think. Putrescence Knight I also really liked. I think just because I don't care too much about the lore of the Putrescence Knight and the fight was a little bit whatever, I probably put it like an A. I think from a design perspective of it was pretty on par with Mesmer, just not as like epic and cool and interesting. But I think like a high A for the Protestant Knights is pretty fair. Where'd I put Radon? I think the second phase is pretty bullshit, but I think I'll give Radon a high A. I mean, it's a very cool fight from a lore perspective, but it's like pure turbo, but he'd be my homie. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a really cool fight. Cool entrance to the fight, cool introduction to the fight. It's just from a lore perspective. It's like I don't know you. Who are you? But for Radon too, like phase 1 Radon, I would say S tier. Phase 2 Radon, just a little bit too hard to punish him with a little bit too many moves that feel like that you're just dead if you miss one dodge. Radon's best music, yeah. Radon had really good music for sure. The Great Bear, I'd give the Great Bear like a ID. Just because I mean, yeah, I'll give the bears a high B for bear. Red Bear dude, this guy was kind of fun, I guess. Put him here. Relana, oh, Relana was so cool. I liked Relana more than the Divine Beast, but I mean, still pretty on par. New tier, P for Pushka. Relana was a really cool fight when we got to her. Not super super difficult, but like her face change is really cool from a lore perspective. She's cool. I wish she's like one of the bosses. I wish I had more dialogue. This is Rilana, yeah. She was really cool. Just an overall really awesomely designed boss that encapsulated a lot of the carrion stuff. I didn't get to fight Roma much, but I liked her. I think she's like an A tier for sure. Maybe like a B tier. I think I walked over her a little bit too easily, so she didn't feel super challenging. And I can't imagine her being very challenging for most people. I don't know if people generally struggle with her, but she seemed pretty easy to fight. And like lore implications weren't too interesting. But let me see how. Schedule 3 Avatar. Oh god. This was a cool fight. This was a fun fight. I think maybe a bit on the easy side. I'll put it at the end of A. Really cool design-wise, has some cool moves, but maybe a little bit on the easy side once you get used to it. I imagine, especially if you're using longer weapons than I was, and you can like really punish it. Probably a little bit on the easy side, but really cool appearance-wise. I would have loved to see those dudes instead of the other three dudes every goddamn time. Tree Sentinels X2. Are you supposed to fight these guys at the same time? Because I fought them individually. I don't like the Tree Sentinels much. Raksasha, sure. Actually, you can go. I didn't like this guy's moveset. You can go here. Yori was really cool. I liked Yori. I think Yori probably gets an A tier as well. Why isn't the NPC fight here? The NPC fight was so cool. Can I add? Save or download? Only G tier, god awful. It's like, I mean, a lot of these boss fights are just you're on your mount, and then you just hit the thing over and over again, then you win. I think this is a pretty fair list, though. I don't think most people would hard disagree with anything here. I would be surprised if it was like, no, wait a second. The Furnace Golem should definitely be S+. I could see people having different opinions on like what is S, A, and B. And maybe people like Guys more than I did. I think this is pretty reasonable. Just thinking if there's anything I would like to move around while we're here. I think I would move the Puritans's Knight like there. Nobody liked Furnace Golem, okay. I don't know why. I don't know what the thought behind that was. I know my weapons were just bad against them, but man, that were just tedious. Like very low chance to die. But just like a lot of time, just like ching, 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 ching. Did you find the recipe for the whirlwind pot? Maybe. But is that like an instant kill method? Imagine if you could search. I don't see any whirlwind pot. I missed a potion? Under a bridge on the north side of the first area. Elden Ring. Whirlwind pot. Now, I just noticed some of those Marika pictures were pretty, Oh, hefty furnace pot. Yeah, I found this. But you have to throw that into them from above, though, right? Not that one. Oh. Whirlwind hefty pot. Oh god, TikTok. Why can't I find it? Why doesn't it exist? Whirlwind. There is no whirlwind pot. Hefty furnace, magic, red, frenzied flame, rancor, volcano, freezing. Am I a liar? You might be. Geez, shelter map. It's located underneath the bridge at the starting area. This one was. But maybe this is a different pot at the underneath of the bridge at the starting area. Oh, nice. Maybe that's the same. I think we're talking about this one. I did use this a couple of times, but you have to be above them for that, though. I was looking at this picture. Okay, that's the suggestions there were a little bit spicy. Have you found that I just made this crap up a pot? Oh, that one, yeah, I found that one. I feel like it looked like drug addicts here, but anything else before I I'm thinking if there's anything else that needs to be said or done before we blank out. I'll continue to think about the lore, and I'll probably do like another lore playthrough in private again, and then write everything. What do you rate the DLC? I don't usually do. I could rate it in notes, I guess. I don't think. Did I even rate Elden Ring? I probably did, right? Was Elden Ring before we were rating? Oh, I didn't even rate Elden Ring. We played Elden Ring before we rated. What would I rate Elden Ring? Did you find the twin blade in Enir Ilum? Maybe. What are they called? It's hefty purple I was thinking of. Hey, don't worry about it, dude. I don't think I got this. This description said it creates whirlwind, so I thought it was in the name. No worries. Twin blades symbolizing abundance, the secret treasure of the tower. Though the blades fashioned from gold shoots are largely wilted and darkened, their luster can be restored by dealing damage to foes. However, damage dealt to those who live in death will have no such effect. I think I got this. Wait, I definitely didn't get this. How did I get here? Secret area to jump to? Has he already jumped, or...? Ah. I don't even know how to get there. I mean, it looks like there's just one item there anyway, right? This is the way to the last Skadoo fragment, oh god. Okay. We can. I don't know where I listen. I'm just gonna rate. I would just rate Elden Ring and the DLC at 9.9. Okay. How could this be better? I mean, I guess the lore is pretty. Actually, I should subtract some points because the lore is pretty incomprehensible. I'd rate. Elden Ring like a 9, like a 9.3. I'll probably give the DLC like a 9.4. I'd up it by 1 for giving me some more answers. Only way to get this higher would be to make the lore more incomprehensible, or less incomprehensible. But I mean, I really like the game, so. What's the Metacritic score for Elden Ring? A 9.6. We can switch this to played again. Shadow of the Erdtree. For me, a huge part of my enjoyment for both Elden Ring and Shadow of the Erdtree is just the world building. I think this game surpasses most stories, especially in games, when it comes to world building. I don't think any game has done this good of a job, generally speaking, of just pure world building. The way the world is disseminated, like the way you get the lore and stuff, garbage tier, super bad. But how much sense it makes is really good. And despite it being like the biggest flaw for other people, the way they sacrifice gameplay for realism to me is really cool. So I mean, you know, a little bit biased for sure, but I would say biased in a pretty good way. Yeah, I can see why people would rate. I can see why people who aren't necessarily interested in the lore and then kind of just want to go fight bosses would be like, okay, too many repeated bosses, too much moving around random places. The game is too open. Like, I can 100% see that, and I get that completely. I think from a world building perspective, it's really good. I think it's one of the better open world games out there. Maybe the best open world game out there. I mean, it doesn't really do much with the open world outside of world building, so maybe that's a bit of hard sell probably. But I think both the base game and the DLC is really good though. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said. Like I said, if I don't think I missed anything big. I think people said we pretty much got everything. I guess I missed that one secret, but I'm not gonna run and grab that now because I'm too lazy. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to do. I'm excited to delve into some lore videos now and to try to like understand some stuff. That original sin stuff is interesting. Like, how did the shadow fall into tower? Was that Marika's doing? What happened to this tree? What the hell is the Skadoo tree chalice? Man, there's a lot of things to consider here. Well, we'll consider them at some point in the future. I'm glad we finished this today. I was a little bit worried there that we would be let me close out of this. I was a bit worried that I wouldn't finish it today. I was like, oh god, I don't want to start summoning, but I would also really like to finish this game today. This could do it, Chelsea. I ate my cornflakes. But yeah, that was super fun. No Hebrew, no Japanese, no Babylonian history. Your loss. Yeah. What's up, Velvet? Hello, you have caught us at a completely right moment. As we... Oh, Penta just started streaming. Perfect timing. as I am about to depart. But before I do, I will, of course, send everyone away. Oh, bye. Hope you're having a good day, Velvet, or a good night. Thank you for stopping by. This concludes our journey through Elden Ring. We might see this game in the future, though honestly, after all this suffering, I don't think I'm ever doing a rune level 1 run on this. I think there are too many bosses, and I think the bosses are too difficult. I have no idea why Moon Moon would, or anyone would put themselves through that suffering. I can't imagine how many times he died on Radon. But unless you can parry, in which case I guess you just parry him to death. I had a super good time with the game, as I said. I enjoyed it a lot. I really enjoyed delving into the lore again. I enjoyed experiencing the bosses. It was cool to have all these experiences. I'm glad I've kind of played this before a lot of other people, so I can now watch them play it, which is cool. I'm not. We'll do one or two things next stream. We might play Banishers, which is the this game, the Dontnod game. We might start Banishers. I just don't know, like, how long is Banishers? You check out Lobo Jr. SL1 New Game Plus 7, no Scaducci. There's no way. No one's done that. That is insane. Yeah, we might check out Banishers, or we might spin the wheel. I'm not sure exactly which one we're doing, but we'll probably do one of the two before we jump into Baldur's Gate 3, which is our next big game. Maybe we'll do both, though I feel bad for delaying Yakuza 6 so much. Maybe we should play Yakuza 6 first. I don't think so. I really want to play Baldur's Gate 3. We'll do one of those. I'll probably decide tomorrow. Either we're playing Banishers, or we're playing, or we're spinning the wheel. I do kind of want to play this game, though. We could spin the wheel after Baldur's Gate. That probably makes more sense. Anyway. Thank you for being here. Lord Pressure, hope you had a good time. If you're new here, feel free to follow stream on the Discord, all that good stuff. I'll be back regular time on Thursday, 17:00 North time, 5 p.m. DMT plus 2. Schedule is on the stream time zones. We'll be playing some game. I don't know which one, but I'll announce it on Discord. Hope everyone had a wonderful, fun time with this Elden Ring playthrough. Glad we got through it. I'm glad we didn't get Giga Omega stuck forever. I look forward to playing some future games. I'll probably talk more about Elden Ring at some point. I just need some time. Like, I need to put all the pieces together. I wish I could delve into the lore more, but there's a lot to solo here. We're gonna have Tortini, but I'm gonna go watch Penta. You guys can watch Tini though. Oh god, that's a new drama. That's a new drama thread. Right. Thank you all for sharing. Like I said, Lord Pressure everyone. I'll be back in a couple days playing something new. We're gonna take a little short break of of these games before we jump into Baldur's Gate 3, which is going to be a pretty long game. Not sure what the Baldur's Gate 3 play is going to look like. Not sure what character we're making. Not sure what difficulty we're playing on. We'll find all that out when we start doing that, which will probably be in 1 or 2 weeks, 1 to 3 weeks, something like that. But until then, I'll see you on Thursday for something new. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Keep fighting fast and